Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery. And of course, it is the follow-up to Knives Out, which was a worldwide success. It won Rian Johnson. It's a writer-director, an Oscar nomination. And this one actually tops it. So I'm so happy here to welcome, first up, the film editors worked with Rian on 4 movies, including this one. So please welcome Bob Duxey. And we have 3 of the suspects here, the stars of the film. First up, she is, you've seen her in so many great things. Here she plays Claire Debella. Please welcome Kathryn Hahn. And, as Birdie J, the fashionista, Kate Hudson. And as Andi here, you know her not only as a great musical star, she's a hell of an actor too. Please welcome Janelle Monáe. And we have writer, director, producer, the man who came up with this whole thing, Rian Johnson. Is so much fun. It is, you know, it is hard to top yourself when you have something so successful, Rian, and, you know, in this genre, and I know you're a fan of it, but how did you decide to get into the Knives Out world? Are you a fan of mysteries or things? We don't see it that much in movies anymore.
Well, and Pete, thank you first of all for doing this, and thank you guys for being here. And I feel like I'm sitting weirdly close to you right now. I feel like I don't want you to be offended. I'm scooting my chair a little just because you're getting very intimate.
He doesn't want me to give away anything.
I was going to say, I'm on you, man. I'm on you. Yeah, I agree. I mean, all of this is Knives Out, and this movie, this all goes back to just my love of Agatha Christie's books, of her work, and of the movies that were made of her work back when I was a kid. Death on the Nile, Evil Under the Sun, Murder on the Orient Express. And in thinking about continuing the series in a second movie, I kind of went back to that source. I went back to, I think there's a misperception that Christie kind of did the same story over and over, but people who really don't know her work but kind of know her as Agatha Christie. And anyone who actually knows Christie's work knows she was doing wild new swings with every single thing that she published, and she was swinging for the rafters, she was shaking it up, she was subverting the genre and turning it on its head, and so she never repeated herself. And so that was our goal with this one, is let's make something that gives you a fun whodunit and scratches the same itch, but let's do it in a way that's going to truly surprise and delight people, I hope.
And put together an all-star cast, which is so fun to see, and we have 3 of them here, but of course Daniel Craig is Benoit Blanc, and he's so perfect for this. He can just segue from James Bond to this and play this for, I don't know how many more of these you're going to make, but I hope like 10.
I'll keep doing it until Daniel blocks me on his phone. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, that's funny. I'm not going to give away plot details here. I'm not going to give away the ending, but I am going to give away the beginning. Because when you go to this movie, that he is involved in a little Zoom kind of conversation, and it is actually now so poignant to see because there's 4, and they're all the world's great, you know, mystery aficionados and things. One of them happens to be Stephen Sondheim. When you go see the movie, if you look closely, one of them is Angela Lansbury. It was a brilliant idea to put that. And Sondheim is a great mystery lover. Of course, he co-wrote Last of Sheila, which I also think is one movie in this genre that's so good.
Oh, we'd say anyone who knows The Last of Sheila, which was co-written by Stephen Sondheim and Anthony Perkins. We took a page from that movie for this setup. And anyone who hasn't seen it, I always beat the drum for this movie. It's a great 70s whodunit. Yeah, I don't want to oversell it. It's one little fun moment, one short little cameo at the beginning of the movie, but we just thought about who would Benoit Blanc be having a game night Zoom with. And also I thought about who are our heroes. What is the God list of we'll never get these people to do it? And then both Angela Lansbury and Stephen Sondheim were so incredibly gracious and kind, and to do these little cameos. I'm thrilled they're in the movie. I'm even more happy I got 10 minutes with each of them to just tell them what their work meant to me. So it was very special.
Isn't that amazing? Well, we're going to show you a scene here from it with everybody sort of in the same room talking about their characters and what they may or may not have done. So let's take a look at Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery. Woo! Yeah. Woo! If that doesn't make you want to see it, I give up on you people. No, this is so much fun. And Janelle, you have proven in many recent films, from Hidden Figures to Antebellum and everything, that you're just as good on screen as you are on stage. And it must be fun for you. I mean, because this is a very key role in a lot of ways, Andi is. And so what was your reaction when you got the call from Rian to be part of this ensemble?
Fuck yes. I threw off my pajamas, threw down the bag of potato chips. I was on my couch eating, because we've been in the middle of a pandemic, and I was like, get me out of here. It was a dream of mine to get that call and to, work with Rian. He has been a director on my mind since I saw Looper. And then I went down this rabbit hole. I went to watch Brick, and I saw everything. And then obviously I saw the first Knives Out with Daniel, who is just iconic. I love Whodunit. I love the first one. And after I read the script, I was like, this is a role I get to play with. So layered, so mysterious. Like, you get the comedy. I mean, y'all saw that scene, but and the deep, emotional stuff I got a chance to dig into, as well as action. I got an opportunity to show different sides of me as an actor, and I'm forever grateful to you, Rian, for trusting me with Andi and allowing me to work with, really my on-screen heroes. Kate, I've watched you. Kathryn, obviously, you two, Daniel, everybody, the whole cast. It was just a no-brainer. You show up. And Grease? Are you kidding me? Come on now. So yeah, super, super thankful. Thank you guys for showing up for us today as well.
This indeed was shot on a Greek island, all the exteriors, and I believe Serbia for a lot of the interiors. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, Belgrade, and we were in Belgrade for the second half of the shoot. Yeah.
Second half. In the first half, you just had a great time. I heard you hosted mystery parties on your own. Mystery within a mystery, is that true?
Oh, yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
Couldn't get enough of it shooting during the day?
Oh, me? Oh, no. Well, Rian was the one who hosted the mystery.
He would handwrite us notes.
Yeah.
Well, we were in
medieval handwriting.
Yeah, when we were in Belgrade, it was in the middle of the Delta spike, so the numbers were very bad. So we were very locked. We wanted to keep everyone safe. We were very locked down in a nice hotel in Belgrade. So on weekends, to blow off steam, you got a group full of actors. We would rent out the hotel bar up top, get very drunk together, and play Mafia.
Yeah.
And Kate takes her Mafia very, very seriously.
I don't mess around. Neither does Janelle, Monae, who shows up somehow in Serbia with a top hat and a cape and a mustache and a pipe and stays in character for hours.
I may or may not have already had a suitcase
That's
just
it.
ready. If anybody invites me
Game
to a
night.
murder mystery, let's do it.
Well, Kate, I have to say, Birdie, she is such a fun character. You do her so well.
Thank you.
And I understand you stalked this man.
Oh, I did.
Is that true?
I did. Yeah, that's a true story. I read the script. I knew there was an opportunity in this second Knives Out installation for a character that I might be right for. I got a chance to read it. I shouldn't have read it, but I found someone who let me read it. And then I was like, I have to get in the room with Rian. And Rian, was there in the room. Thank God. But Birdie, when I read her, I love comedy. It's very rare that you read something that is so deeply funny that it's all there. There's nothing, there's no addition. The only addition that I could bring was knowing that I could step right inside of Birdie and ground the character so that the flamboyancy and the insanity of what Birdie is, you know, hopefully is a little bit more layered and you know, likable. And it's just a dream for an actor. So I'm so grateful to have been given the opportunity.
It's fun. You could tell the laugh you got about Harriet Tubman, right there. I mean, just fun stuff.
Yeah.
He gives you great lines too. Let's, you know.
Yeah.
Did you improvise at all on it?
No. But you know, Rian is a very specific writer director. He wrote an incredible script. That was a script that you couldn't wait to get to the line. The thing with Birdie was there were moments where everyone was like, I can't wait till we get to that line, you know, and the pressure on me was like, oh fuck, I hope I'm, you know, but more than just, I think, Birdie being fun, to me, like, characters like that can just be fun, or you have to really like dig into the physicality of them, and that to me is like a dancer and someone who really loves using my body. Birdie was like, I've never played anybody like that before, and so again, it was just, she was, you know, it was just a dream for anybody to play.
Amazing. And it also meant a reunion with Kathryn Hahn, whose first film, I believe, was How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, which starred Kate. And you two fought over Matthew McConaughey and all of that. And
Kind of.
All these years later, Kathryn, you're back, you're in Greece, you're back together again here. What was that like for you guys?
Oh, I mean, yes, somebody referred to it the other day as How to Lose a Guy in 10 Years, which made us laugh. How to Lose a Guy in 20 years almost. But yeah, it was, I mean, a dream. Yeah, the sweetest. It couldn't have been more perfect timing too. It was like we picked up where we left off. It was heaven. And also then to be able to see her just kill it in this, it was just the best. And you know, that was like you said, my first movie. So, you know, almost 20 years later to come back and just see her shine in this part, in this world, was heavenly. And also, like, I come from the theater. I'm a theater nerd, so proudly. And so I was such a fan of the first Knives Out because of the ensemble nature of it. And it looked like such a fun sandbox to play in because every character there was such a generosity that just vibrated off the screen. And I wanted to be in that world so badly. And so that I wanted in. And so that's kind of why this was such a pleasurable, nourishing, we keep saying, experience, because we really all did feel that kind of summer theater camp feeling together. You know, Rian created that. Our amazing producer Ram made sure we felt safe to feel like during COVID in this bubble that we could take these big risks together as an ensemble. And it felt like with especially with Daniel Craig, who would have thunk it, like he was so ready to get goofy and just his physical comedy is bananas good. Like it was a theater nerd's dream, really. So thank you to Rian.
And you play Claire, who is a politician. And who did you base it on? Who would we know? Who inspired this role?
Well, I'll say this: is everything you need is in the script, and the script was written it was 2019, right? And so. 20. And so, you know, as we're finding out every day, these characters are having more. He's a very prescient writer, Rian Johnson, and so there's more, and people are revealing themselves to have. These characters are revealing themselves to have real life counterparts on the daily. And so one could look to the news for any one of these characters, it seems like, and find real life counterparts. So I didn't need to really go outside the lines that far myself.
Okay, all right. That's good. That's good. And finally, Bob, as the film editor, this is the guy you guys... This is the guy you guys all get to know
so
because
much.
he's got the film in his hands here, and editing as you go along. I understand you were there on location in Greece and Serbia every step of the way, cutting it, which is a glamorous location for a film editor who usually gets stuck in a dark room somewhere.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of unbelievable going from a dark cutting room in Los Angeles to a dark cutting room in Greece. It's really, I mean, the change is awesome. I know it's great to go on location because, you know, what we try to do is, you know, keep track of how the movie's coming together, and I find it the most stressful and difficult part of my job because I'm trying to be thorough as the dailies come in, but at the same time provide guidance to, you know, Rian and see how things are coming together, and if we have to turn a little bit to the left or turn a little bit to the right, or we have some coverage or something that we're missing, you want to be able to do that in as efficient a manner as possible. And being there on location with, you know, all the various departments, and Rian in particular, I think is just endlessly helpful to be able to do that, because we come back with something that is, you know, a better version of the movie if we didn't do that.
Is that the way you like to work, you know, with the editor at your side when you're shooting in all these movies?
Well, no, but kind of the way it works is I'll be shooting, and then, you know, before we'll strike a set or before we'll lose an actor because of schedule, we'll check in with Bob. And
Yep, I remember. I got called back many times
There were a
because of you,
couple.
Bob.
There's a
You
couple.
almost had a day
So
off.
let's see. I
But
did.
Bob.
So Bob
I really
thinks
hate
that,
those calls, though, I have to tell you, because what if I'm wrong, right?
and I
We
thank
do
you
need
for that.
something.
I seriously I love the way you work. So I didn't mean to interrupt. I had flashbacks of almost being able to go eat some baklava, and then I was rushed into a bedroom scene.
The Bob alarm ran, but Bob I've learned to trust him. He's so focused. I mean, even though it's just like a first assembly of the movie, he's always right because he's so focused on story. And so it's never like, I think you should get this inserted. That sometimes it is, but more often than not, I feel like this person's perspective of this moment isn't represented in this scene, or I feel like we need this point of view so that you get inside this person's head in this moment, and the scene will be a better one. And to have someone who's watching it come together, who has their eye on it from such a story point of view, is so incredibly. It's a real blessing to have. Yeah, it's a luxury.
Well, congratulations to all of you.